Hello and welcome to SnowRunner console mods, and today we have the biggest mod in the fleet has just hit consoles. It is Titanium. Now this was made by Vadslib, I think it was. I leave the link in the description if you want to go and download it and have a look at that, then I'll leave that in there. Got to apologise if you hear any banging. I've got carpet fitters next door and they're being absolute arseholes. So there it is again, tapping away, wankers. Anyway, so what have we got? Well, lots of stuff going on with this one. Inside, we'll have a quick look because otherwise I'll probably forget. Inside is quite basic, but it is an old school sort of vehicle. We've got all the working gauges on there and what have you, which is always nice. We haven't done the mirrors yet. The ones on that side you can't see that well, but you never know, they might get done in time. But we have got working gauges, which is always nice. So let's go into the garage. Am I in the garage? Yes, we're in the garage. You can see in the garage it takes up quite a bit of space. Now we've got a few different options for it, where you've got a 600 horsepower gas turbine, 900 horsepower and 1200. So we'll go for the 1200. Then we've got three different gearboxes: the special, the fine-tuned and the advanced special. And then three different suspension settings. We've got a crane suspension, which you need that one. It said on the mod itself, if you're using crane suspension, you need that one. And then we have the active suspension there, and then the stock suspension. So I'll tell you what, we'll put it on the crane because I haven't got the crane out yet. So let's get that crane out because it's huge. Tyres wise, now my PS5 is running really slow today. I've noticed this with SnowRunner over the last week. It's running really badly. The mod browser, for instance, you load into the mod browser and it's having issues. It really is. Really not happy this week. But that's all the tyre choices for you, where there's quite a few different ones available. And then we go on to the winch. We've got a 14 metre, a 17 metre, a 23 metre and a 20 metre. So I've gone for the upgraded twin engine one. Then with snorkel, I've added those already on there. You can see on the front there. And then frame add-ons. Now this is where it gets interesting, where he has got a salvage platform on there. Oh, there we go. Hang on, that pole's in the bloody way. Never mind. It says a large platform designed for carrying salvage vehicles holds five items of cargo. Now the other ones have got a 6 slot. He's got a van body add-on on there, and long log carrier. You can carry 2 long loads, so that saves a bit of time. Sideboard on there, which that one looks like is 1, 2. Oh, that's 4. Holds 4 slots. Now he has got a 6 slot on there. If you use that one, that is the 6 slot. And then we got short log carriers as well. The long log crane, large log crane, and then large cargo crane as well. So I suppose one's specific for, yeah, one's for logs and one's for cargo. So we can't fit that one on because it says you required a sideboard platform. Oh, okay. Which is the sideboard platform then? Is that one? There we go. Now we get the crane. So let's do the large cargo crane. Oh, we haven't finished on them. And then we go on down. We've got a small log crane on the back there as well. And then we've also got medium log carriers. Then the fuel tank. Where is it? Fuel tank platform. Now, that's a bit strange. It's not showing up. It was showing up earlier. Or perhaps there's something wrong with it. It might be because I've got that other one selected or something like that. So that's the frame add-ons you've got for it there. Then we've got the exhaust, we've got a muzzle and stock, miscellaneous items, we've got a cage beacon, there's 2 of those on there, and then we've got the factory parking lights. I think the cage one, you've got 2 or 1. Okay, and then we've got rooftop fog lights, just like that, and then rims. See how slow it's going? Now he has got quite a few different rims. Most of them are your base game rims, but it's nice to see these options there for you. Moving on, colours, and we've got quite a few different colour choices, as you can see, and it's all colour coordinated when you've got the sideboard bed as well, so it all changes colour just like that. Let's go for the blue today. That's my blue I want. So quite a few different colour choices for it. And then we move on to bobbleheads, and we've got bobbleheads if you want any of that in there as well. So let's get the beast out. And this is the first time with that crane, and it's like, wow, that is big. That is big. Fair play, huge thing. Right, let's get this Now I'm doing this from learning earlier where I was having a bit of trouble turning it. Now you are going to have trouble on some of the maps getting this baby around, but well, it makes it a bit more interesting anyway, doesn't it? Because it is huge. Now we have got the 5 wheels on the front steer, you can see, just like that, and the same with the back one. It's the 4 on the back there. So it is quite manoeuvrable for the length of the bloody thing anyway. So cargo, and a lot of these cargoes it won't show us at the moment. Oh, it will, because I thought it wouldn't show us because the crane's on there, but no, it's all on there. Now that was a 4 slot, and like I said, if you haven't got that crane on the back, then you can have a 6 slot. Whoa. And I thought, did it actually hook up to trailers? I don't think it did it? One thing, I was too busy trying to turn around. No, we've got no trailers whatsoever. Right, release that handbrake, and look at that hook swinging around like a good one. It really is. Well, let's make sure we can get out of here. I'll tell you what, I might have, let's check my controls, and yes, we've got the chase camera. Bring that out a little bit more, just so we've got a little bit more zoom, especially with the size of this vehicle. Now, I haven't taken this one out yet. It is pure dry run. Oh, bugger, just got it caught there. I think that was on the crane arms. So I'm not sure what it goes like through the mud or anything. I would have thought it'd go quite well because the amount of tyres you've got on the thing. But it can be used for whatever you want. I can see a lot of people using this for role play as a sort of heavy rescue vehicle, especially with the ramped bed, because you've got well, you've got the 6 slots and then you've got a ramp on the back as well. So obviously not the fastest mod out there. And have we got always, I'll tell you what, let me get through this water. I'm going to turn that hood on. It's funny, isn't it, how they go on about immersive mode and then it comes out and it doesn't work properly. Well, it's like you can't use the crane functions if you've got immersive mode on, which is another bug waiting to be fixed, but there you go. So yeah, we have got permanent all-wheel drive, and it looks like it's got permanent diff lock as well. Now, a lot of the vehicles, they do have permanent all-wheel drive and permanent diff lock for the vehicles to work a little bit better. We've been having issues on some of our mods, and that was something what Bartelby said about a while back. A lot of time it's better just to put permanent diff lock on there, and then they sort of perform a little bit better. Same with the all-wheel drive. So what's the speedo saying? Yep, we're doing a steady 15 mile an hour. We put it up into high, and at least that stayed at the same speed. So at least if you're flying a hill, because that was one thing I would be concerning if you're going up too high, slowing down. But that high, he seems to have matched that with the top speed. So let's steer it into the mud, and hopefully there's no way we're going to be. Normally I drive into one mud pit and then go over to the other mud pit. Oh, bugger. Here we go, we're already getting into trouble as it is. And this is just on the proving grounds as well, so you're whether you're going to get it stuck on some of these maps. I know there's certain maps you are going to have a few issues with, especially if there's any tight turning radiuses. So let's start where we are there. Let's turn the wheels full lock and see what that turning radius is like. See, it's not that bad, is it? For the size of the bloody thing. You know, it's not that bad whatsoever. You can't really complain about that. And I expect this to just power through here, yeah, without any real issues. And I think we'll go into the, have to go into the OP mud pit and see if the tyres are OP. They're probably not. He does do balanced mods half the time. But yeah, that slowed down a little bit, but not a lot. Go into a bit of low. Yeah, it didn't really make any difference on that. But yeah, so the tyres, they're not OP. Far from it. Which is what you want, really. Just going through, skipping over the top of the mud, and that doesn't really not what I'm into. You want a vehicle to get stuck a little bit. Otherwise, what's the point of playing a bloody game? So hopefully we can turn this one around, and there's not a huge amount we can sort of drive with it really. It's not as if we can put it over any of the obstacles over here and what have you. But look at those tyres, all the tyres moving independently. That looks pretty cool, that does. I like that. Now, no, I didn't get the active. I was going to say get the active and we'll raise it up. But so while we're here, let's have a quick look at this crane. So, how high does it go? So I take it won't, no, of course it won't extend out, but it is pretty high. Wow, that is a beast. It's got a decent range on that winch as well. Get those legs out as well, and wow, they're pretty wide. And it actually lifts up, so it probably will provide you a bit of stability. But this, I could see me using this as a sort of heavy rescue, especially if you've got any vehicles what have disappeared. Oh, it does bend down like that as well. Especially if you've got any vehicles that you've disappeared off a cliff or something and you need a decent crane to pull it out, then I'm going to give this a go later, I think. Go and do a little bit of recovering with it and see how we get on. So I don't think there's anything missed there, is there? No, anchors. Left, right, lower, and then square, triangle. Oh, that's the winch in it. And cargo orientation, so pretty cool. Done a good job of that, looks the part. Let's restore the crane back to original, and I think we get it out on the open road, well, the sort of open road. I think we'll head around the proving grounds and then we can head our way sort of up the hill. I'm not going to go over the humps up that way, as we're probably going to get. Then again, we have got articulation in the middle, haven't we? And I suppose we better go and check, see if it. Because you never know, it might work really well over the top of that hump, because it is. You've got that articulated bit in the middle there. So let's go and try it. What harm can happen? Get it moving, put it into high. That's better. Excuse me, but fair play. I remember when this came out on PC, and he did have a lot of comments. People said, oh, we want this for console, and at the time he wasn't really going to bring it, and he has done. So there's a lot of modders now actually making mods for console, which is always nice. As when they were first coming out, a lot of those modders would turn their nose up at console, I'm not making that for console. And then they see the number of subs they get once they do, and all of a sudden most people are making mods for console. Amazing how it changes, doesn't it? Now it's going to be interesting what happens here. I don't think it's going to grind out. This is a bit of an extreme point as well. No, it's not. Of course, you've got all those tyres there, so it's just going to carry you. Oh, take it out. Whoa, 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 stop, stop, stop. Whoa, that wanted to keep rolling then. That'll probably be. There's got to be some sort of weight added to this mod for the size of it to keep it on the ground and stop it rolling over and whatever. But whoa, that could be very dodgy going. Whoa, going down there. So let's take it round. That was no issues whatsoever. Fair play. That's a lot more usable than what I originally thought. So this is a fairly tightish bend round here, and I'm pretty sure we'll get around here without any issues, especially if we stay out on the, well, if we're doing it the rocks for one. Yes, and look at that, we're through. No issues with it whatsoever. Just driving through there as if it's not even there, is it? But like it, really do. Especially with a bit of role playing, a bit of heavy rescue, then ideal. I'll have to try the crane out and see if it'll pick up, how heavy vehicles it'll pick up. If you pick some vehicles up with it already, let me know in the comments, because I will be giving that a go later on, I think. So nice bit of kit. And I think we'll head it just through the water. And I don't expect this to stop. I think this will just keep chugging along. We're not going to go over too many big rocks and stuff. Oh, a little bit of damage there. But yeah, the water isn't it any problem whatsoever, is it? We've got the snorkels on, so we should be able to go pretty deep. And we're still in auto as well. I haven't even knocked it into low yet, and that seems to be going all right. Will it go on high? No, it's a little bit too much for high. Put it into low plus and see how it gets on. Yeah, no issues with that whatsoever. So there you go, the biggest mod on console currently is out today. Link is in the description if you want to go and click on it and hit the sub to it. Then if you can't find it on the browser, but it is in the browser. I got it off the browser earlier. It was in today, so it was number 1 on that browser. I hope you enjoyed this first look at this new console mod for SnowRunner. And if you did, why not check out my other videos, as I have hundreds of SnowRunner. You never know, you might enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.